welcome back to WB Mason Presents the Joe Girardi Show here on Yes. And Joe, now it's time to take some questions from the fans.
Okay.
All right, throughout the week, you go to Facebook, Twitter, or AskJoe@YesNetwork.com, and we hopefully have taken the best ones. This is from Mike Willhide. Joe, you have to be happy that your team is doing well with so many injuries so far this season. Who are you most looking forward to getting back in the clubhouse and on the field?
All of them. I mean, each one of them is important to us in a different way, and they provide so much power, speed, defense. I'm looking forward to getting all of them back, and I don't know if we'll get all of them back, but my hope is that we will, and I think Girardi will be the first one, and hopefully they'll just start falling into place.
All right, I'm going to ask you what could be a difficult question. This is from Mike from the Bronx. Do you believe in the old adage that you don't lose a starting job because of injury?
Oh, I believe that, yeah. I think that's definitely true. And obviously when Girardi comes back, you know, he has been a huge part of our offense, and he's going to be back in there. So we got to get him in shape first, but he has started his rehab, and we're happy with that.
Now, if he's back in there, somebody's out. Have you thought about that?
Well, I think what you can do is you don't have to play everyone every day, because we have some long stretches. I think after this day off in Colorado, we got 17 in a row, but Girardi's a huge part of our offense.
This is from Pat Gorman. Joe, do you think Tony Pena will ever get another chance to manage in the big leagues?
I think he should. I think he does a great job, as we talked about in the last segment. I mean, he's in charge of a lot of things, the running game, and you know, he's so prepared. I think he should. If he wants to, I think he'd be very good at it again.
All right, this is from Carter Morikawa Yang. Chien-Ming Wang has been lights out in his 3 starts in AAA. Do you think he'll be back with the big club anytime soon?
I think it's a possibility. Because the one thing that you can't predict is injuries and who's going to, you know, get hurt and who's throwing well. But we all know that he's had a lot of success up here, and if he's throwing the ball well, I'm sure we wouldn't hesitate to call him up.
Now, Joe, he did get hurt against the Astros running the bases. Do you just hold your breath when you go to Colorado? Your pitchers have to hit? I
do a little bit. I mean, we've had him hitting for a month and running the bases, and you try to simulate as much as you can, but you know, the first time that pitcher hits a ball in the gap or has to score, it's a different intensity, and that's what you worry about.
All right, this is not necessarily a question, but this is from Vincent Marino. I love this team. It reminds me of the '98 team and many teams from the 1990s. It's as if we are reliving history. The magic is reborn, and we are well on our way to reaching the ultimate goal and capturing number 28 this year. Let's go Yankees. Does this team remind you of the '98 squad?
Well, I think it's a lot like '96 in a sense, because there were a lot of new faces, and then, you know, there were trades, there were people who were brought over through some free agency, and there was a lot of new people in camp that year, and a lot of people had big years that you weren't sure what you're going to get from them, so maybe it is.
I'll tell you what, the '98 team was the best team I've ever seen, so I'm not sure that this team is quite there yet.
We were on a roll the whole year except the first 4 or 5 days, and that team is, you know, that's going to be a hard team to repeat because it was so talented and we played so well.
You know, this past week, May 3rd, was the 1-year anniversary of Mariano going down. Do you remember what you thought when he went down?
Oh, my goodness. You know, I saw him grab his knee, and I knew he was hurt. And, you know, we ended up getting through it, and a lot of people stepped up for us last year, and it's great to have him back. But I've thought about canceling BP every day in Kansas.
But did you ever think you'd get him? But did you think he'd pitch his last game when he went down?
No, I didn't. I didn't think Mo would go out that way. I thought that he would want to go out on his own terms.
All right, we're time to go out right now.
We're going out on our own terms.
On our own terms. So you get to rip just like I get to rip?
I like it.
All right, that's Joe Girardi. I'm Michael Kay. Big week of Yankee baseball coming up in Colorado and in Kansas City.